Welcome to another episode of the Dada Stories podcast, where we give a spotlight to female entrepreneurs who are making a mark in the Kenya's business landscape. I am your host, Wangeshi. On this particular episode, we are joined by a young female entrepreneur who is the founder of Vperal Signatures. We are going to learn about her journey, the inspiration behind each and every piece, and how joining a community, the community of Dadasoko, has enabled her expand and grow her network. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
A quick introduction, your name and the name of your business.
Okay, my name is Vivian Kirote. I am the founder of a brand called Vperal Signatures. Vperal Signatures is a brand that deals with beaded bags, beaded accessories, like tops, beaded neck pieces. Everything that's beaded you can find under Vperal Signatures.
Okay, before we get to dive more into your business, when Vivian is not beading, when Vivian is not doing something about fashion, what is she doing?
Vivian enjoys art, so I love drawing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love hanging out with friends. I love hanging out with my family, and I love going out for nature walks.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to Vperal Signatures. How many years has it been in existence, and what was the inspiration behind creating that brand?
Okay, so I started Vperal Signatures in 2022. At the beginning, I didn't make my first bag with the intention of selling it.
Okay.
It started as a passion project. I just, like I've told you, I love creating things.
Yeah.
So I just came across a certain bag on Instagram and I decided to remake it. I made it for an event, and when I wore it, people started complimenting the bag. And that's when I saw that there's an opportunity to tap into the beaded business. Yes, the business of making beaded bags.
Oh, okay. Vperal Signature is almost 3 years down the line now.
Yes.
What would you say are some of the biggest challenges you've faced as a female entrepreneur?
Okay, I've faced quite several. The first challenge would be sourcing materials.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to find everything you need for a project in CBD or
around the city.
Yes,
okay.
Around the city. So at times, if it's a project that you have to make, you'll have to ship goods, which is expensive. Another challenge that I've faced during this process is getting many orders. And
in a short period of time.
Yes,
okay.
A client comes to you, she wants this made, and she has a certain deadline. And I'm working all alone, so and everything is handmade, so it takes a lot of time to come up with the pieces. Yes.
Okay. Do you get clients, like who have specific type of beads, shape of beads, for you to use to make their specific items?
Yes,
okay.
I get them. There are some who get these materials and they send them to me. I make them the pieces, or others I just have to source them. Yes, I have to source for them the beads. Actually, most of my projects are custom made. Yes, the clients come and tells you I want this made. Yes, I make it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about 3 years later, almost 3 years later. Despite all these hurdles, what would you say is that one thing that keeps you going, and that has kept you, also trying to see, the brand is going and growing and growing?
Okay, the first thing that keeps me going is seeing the growth.
Yeah.
Yes, at the beginning, everything is self-taught. At the beginning, I was so impatient.
Yeah.
And beading requires a lot of patience. So over the years, I've become used to beading. I don't have to use tutorials anymore. And now making bags has become more easier, and I've developed a very deep love of beading, and I see myself doing this for the rest of my life. So that's why I've not yet given up on it.
Okay.
Yes.
In an industry also that it's not only Vperal Signature that does the same thing. What makes your pieces stand out?
Okay, I guess it's my creative process. I make sure that each and every piece I make has its own story to tell. And I draw my inspiration from things around me, and I make sure that when I come up with a bag design, it's unique, like it's not massively produced, so that each and every client can get a unique touch of my work.
Okay. To bring to life what you're talking about, Vivian has brought a few pieces with her, and I would love her to tell us more about the inspiration behind, like this particular piece that looks like a bottle. Maybe she should tell us, how long did she take to make this particular piece, and, what's the story behind this one?
Okay, this particular piece, this is called a pearl bucket bag. This was the first design I ever made. It was the first bag I fell in love with. And I decided to make one for myself.
Yeah.
It's also the easiest one to make. It requires like 2 hours or 3 hours to make it. So yeah, it's a design I love so much because it's what got me into
It's what brought the whole brand to life. Ah, okay. Besides that one, I can see this beautiful pink. Is this pink? Yes. This pink. Is it pink or purple?
It's pink.
It's pink. Okay, maybe you tell us more about this particular design. How long did it take? And what was the story behind this particular piece?
This piece, I call this bag divine.
Bag divine.
Divine. It's just a simple bag, a bag you can go out with, whether you're going out to meet with friends for brunch. So that's the inspiration behind this bag. I just wanted to create something that you can carry on your everyday life activities.
Okay.
Yes.
How long does it take to make this particular piece?
Around 1.5 days, like 36 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. She also has this beautiful, it looks like a water bottle. I don't know the name. It has different colors. Maybe she could tell us more about this particular piece.
Okay. This is called Bag Daisy. It's among the few designs I'll be launching soon. Bag Daisy was inspired by these flowers you see here. Yeah, that's why I called it Bag Daisy. And while I was making this bag, I was thinking about the beach. I think it's a good bag to carry.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't need a lot of materials to go to the beach.
Yes.
Ah, awesome. Then she carried one last beautiful piece. I don't know which color this is. She will tell us, and what was the inspiration behind this particular piece.
This piece is also among the new designs I'll be launching. I call this bag Zuri. This, I made it yesterday. I made it for my mom. Mother's Day is around the corner. And so my mom is someone who likes going out for events, weddings. So I just made her something that should be able to carry to the events.
Okay.
So my mom was behind the inspiration of this bag.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I think something I'm learning is that all these styles also have a particular demographic. Like, you as a young person, you can take this one to go out with it. You can buy this to your mom. Oh, awesome. I like it. Let's talk about Dadasoko, How did you learn about Dadasoko, and how has, joining this movement also helped you now expand your business, or, what support has Dadasoko offered you as a female entrepreneur?
So I learned about Dadasoko through Instagram.
Yeah.
I have a client, we follow one another, and she was posting the posters about the events, the Dadasoko events, and I got interested, so I went and followed your page, and that's when I decided to sign up for the March event that happened on International Women's Day. And yes, joining Dadasoko was a very good thing for me, having the space where you can interact with the fellow ladies who are in businesses. Hearing their stories gives me motivation to keep on going with my work, and being able to meet people who are also in the fashion industry. Yeah, it's been really helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Have you in that space met a fellow female entrepreneur who in any way you've collaborated to also help, in the visibility and also the sisterhood?
Yes, I actually made a few friends, and there's this one girl that she's also into the fashion industry.
Okay.
She sells clothes. So yeah, we collaborated. I made her some pieces to complete the outfit, and it was good for the visibility. I was able to get new clients. Yeah, it's been a great journey. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Before we get into the digital tools she's tapped into, I think also it's good to note that it's very wise for women entrepreneurs to work in a collaborative manner. It also helps you, grow and expand your business more than being in a competitive space. Besides the sisterhood, besides the collaboration, Dadasoko also offers digital tools that enable women to actually tap more into the digital space. Which one have you tapped into, and how has that also empowered the brand and enabled the brand to grow further?
Okay, Dadasoko was kind enough to open for me an e-commerce store.
Yeah.
And it's something that I really wanted for a long time, but getting someone to make the
to
website
do it for you.
is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So that's something, the e-commerce shop, and it has helped my business with visibility and professionalism. Now someone can look at you and see your page looks good, and also it has helped me, made it easier for the online shoppers to come and shop from my shop. It's easy, making the payments is easy, getting your product is easy. Yeah, so it has helped me. It has have had a positive impact in my business. Yes.
Does the e-commerce store has any limitation, or even if you have 500 products, you can still upload them on the site?
Yes, there's no limitation. You can upload as many products as you have. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the future of Vperal signatures. Where do you see yourself in the next few years? Do you plan to expand? What is the vision, or is that one thing you've been thinking about, seeing your business in the next 5 or 10 years?
Okay, yeah. First of all, I'd like to open a physical shop.
Yeah.
A shop where I can be able to train other women, because I've been getting a lot of DMs, people asking me if I offer classes. So I think a physical location will be good for that. Other than that,
are you hoping also to target or train more and more young women, to join into that particular space?
Yes, because actually if you find the art of beading and you tap into it, it's something that can occupy your time. Other than that, I would also like to create more job opportunities for women. As the business grows, the orders will increase, and I can't make everything on my own. So yes, that's another thing.
Before we go into advice to women who have not joined Dadasoko, between the handmade bags, the neck pieces, the necklaces, and the earrings, where do you find, where do you spend most of the time, or where do the orders, which side? Is it the handbags, the neck pieces, or it's in equal measures in terms of orders, in terms of what people are purchasing?
The handbags.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I just recently, I do not post the jewelry so much, but the handbags and the tops, the beaded tops, they
have a huge market.
Yeah, they have a huge market. And now that I also noticed girls love the pearl necklaces and stuff. And so that's something I'm looking forward to start working on.
Okay.
Yes.
To the young female entrepreneurs, who've not, found a community, that supports them and empowers them, what did you tell them since you joined Dadasoko? What would be your message to them?
I'll tell them to join Dadasoko. Dadasoko is not just a marketplace. It's not just about the sales. In Dadasoko, you'll get to interact with other women who are in businesses. You can work with them, buy from them. And also just having that sense of community, that you belong to people who care about you and your businesses. It just gives you the motivation to keep on going, pushing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. For the people watching this and they want to know, connect with you on the digital spaces, how can they get in touch with you?
Okay, my Instagram page is called Vperal Signatures _signatures. You can find me there. And also I'm on TikTok, the same username. And maybe you can find me on WhatsApp. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I really wish you all the best in growing this business. I can see the designs, they're so unique. So there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. And I believe, because it's a passion you have and it's something you create with your hands, it's a talent nobody can take from you. So we wish you all the best from Dadasoko.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Dada Stories podcast. Vivian's story goes beyond beautiful accessories. It's a story of resilience, a story of strength, and a story of purpose. And for the women entrepreneurs out there who are seeking to get support, kindly log on to dadasoko.com and join a community of female entrepreneurs for support and collaboration. Till next time, stay inspired and stay empowered.